Ready.
First Canadian Tire memory was so special. I can't forget it.
I remember when I first got here and I was trying to set up like my apartment, my home, and I was starting to ask friends like, where can I get this, where can I get that? And everyone was like, Canadian Tire, Canadian Tire.
My childhood memory of Canadian Tire is tagging along with my dad on errands.
Quite frankly, there was never a moment where we contemplated anywhere other than Canadian Tire to buy this bike.
And I had a shovel that my parents got me from Canadian Tire.
My first memories are the Canadian Tire money, actually.
You know, skates, pucks, wax, tape, you name it.
I was having this interview with the leader, and my name is Kende, which is very, very hard for most people to pronounce. And she was like, what's your name? I was like, Kende. I was like, you know what, don't bother pronouncing it. It's very, very difficult. And she was like, no, I want to know how to pronounce your name. I want to know your name. Your name is your name. And that moment I felt like, that's special to me.
It was almost 40 years ago that I walked in the door of that Canadian Tire store to start my first shift as a cashier.
I came in for an interview and essentially fell in love with a company that I already knew from my neighborhood.
So I moved into Canada in 2017 with my family from Nigeria as a refugee. And Canadian Tire was my first job ever in Canada.
I transitioned from the store to the corporation.
When I finished high school, post-secondary wasn't really in the cards for me at the moment. So I decided I would apply at the company and just kind of started as a seasonal associate.
And now I'm the Senior Vice President of Automotive.
And 10 years later, that resulted in me becoming the manager of my own store.
But I actually found my career here.
Canadian Tire culture for me is about belonging.
It was almost 8 years ago that I founded the Canadian Tire Women's Leadership Network.
Connections and close friendships.
Being a part of the Black Employee Network as a member, as a co-chair, it really has confirmed for me the extension of myself within the organization.
They encouraged me to join Women's Leadership Network as an ambassador.
We're on a journey to create a space where every single employee feels like they belong.
And we're committed to seeing transition and continued success for all employees within the organization.
It is grounded in flexibility.
I have never felt that sense of belonging at another organization.
I feel like everyone's just like, yes, how can I help?
One word I would use to represent Canadian Tire's culture is committed.
Supporting the local hockey team. I was blessed to be able to see the millionth child helped through Jumpstart or the local food bank.
We're here to make life in Canada better.
We're there for whatever you might need.
I just love it here.
There is a place for you at Canadian Tire.
I have found my voice here at Canadian Tire, and so can others, because there is a place for you here.
No matter what your goal is, what your passion is, there's a place for you here.